Okay, moving away from cricket today, we are getting into the Olympics,
Again?
into the Olympic sphere or not. So I don't even know how to describe it, which is I'm stuttering a bit, because whilst it's not cricket that I'm sure that's our topic, but it's also not Olympics as such. But the athlete we're going to be talking is related to the Olympics.
And technically we are not going to talk about sport today.
Oh, we are going to, because see, at the end of the day, the core issue is sport.
Yeah.
From where all this started is sport. The person who's the protagonist or the antagonist, whichever way you look at it, whichever side of the divide you are in, is also from sports.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right. So it is a sports debate with a twist. It's a bit of politics in it. But as I always say, whilst we're not political experts, man is a political animal, and no matter what you do, whether you are a vocal political supporter or you keep your political allegiances to yourself, eventually you do have, a political side to it. Because at the end of the day you have to vote. Unless you press nota, then I don't know.
Nota is anyway not useful at all.
No, I keep my political allegiance to myself actually.
Yeah, but I'm not saying that you should come up with those, but I'm saying you will have an allegiance come what
Absolutely,
time.
absolutely.
Some are okay to express it, some keep it very personal, which is fine. That's your right, completely. Fundamental right.
Yeah.
Just as it is voting, that is you. And so our topic today, what is the exact phrasing of the word?
So the topic that we are going to discuss is on Vinesh Phogat. She joined the Congress today. Is that decision a planned decision, or is it a sign that it is retirement? Now I am going to start a new innings amidst the backdrop of whatever has happened.
So you're saying either it's a planned decision or it's a start of new. It can be both. Now it can be planned and the start of the new inning.
I mean, for me, Vinesh Phogat has...
Because I don't think that is what we're discussing today.
So what we are obviously discussing is that, is it a planned move?
It is a planned move and it's a masterful plan.
No, first tell us, that's your opinion. First tell us what the topic is.
This is the topic.
No.
Whether her joining the Congress or in politics, was it a planned move? Was it going on for the last 2 years?
Or
is it not? Simple. I will just like to add, let's not get into the other things. That's the way I look at it.
Today is ensuring I don't miss Shashwat.
It's okay. Somewhere down the line. See, this is a topic where
what we are asking is that her joining the Congress is a decision she's taken today after what she had in the Olympics, and now that she's retired, she's decided to join the politics, or she had decided to join politics the day she sat on dharna. That is what we are debating. That whether after retirement, okay, now she came back, sat at home saying, now I don't want to do wrestling, I'm done, dusted. Okay, the offer came, so she said, okay, I'll join the politics. Whether that's the case, or whether the day she sat on dharna, her real motive was to become a politician. That is what we are debating. Is that clear?
Clear.
Now tell us your opinion.
Clear as a bell.
Clear as a bell, and it is a masterful decision. I mean, what she has done, she's played along with most of her supporters and most of it. This was the backdrop upon which she chose to have a political career.
Yeah.
Because make no mistake about it, yes, 2016 Olympics, 2020 Olympics, heartbreaking, but she didn't get a medal. 2024, and prior to what had happened, she was living on borrowed time and the dam burst. But she does have a medal though. She's got a cup Olympic medal. And it was, she's got a cup Olympic medal.
You said it very fast, I couldn't register. Cup Olympic.
Cup Olympic medal.
Yeah, got it.
So that gave her even more reason that, okay, I will join politics. I couldn't do much in wrestling as far as Olympics is concerned. what I have achieved, whatever political experience I have mustered through Jantar Mantar, and whatever is the reception that she's gotten here, I've got people's support. Why don't I join the Congress?
So you just have contradicted yourself.
Why?
You said this was pre-planned, as in when she sat on Dharna, but now you're saying after she came here, saw what happened in Khap, the kind of thing that now she's decided
Jantar
to join.
Mantar, I added Jantar Mantar.
No.
From Jantar Mantar times.
So that Jantar Mantar thing, because people are, today people are saying that, see, the truth is out, finally out in the open. All along she wanted to be in politics.
Yeah.
And see, now it has done. And it has got nothing to do with Khap or coming or getting the thing. From that time, this was her aim. She was going to come back from Paris and she was going to join politics. She was just building it up. She was doing this paid work. This was she in cahoots with the Congress.
Of course.
They started at that time, and now eventually the truth is out in the open. That's what people are saying. There is another school of thought which is saying that no, she had not thought of it like that, nothing like that. She was focused on the Paris Games. But now that it's shattered, she's come back. Now in the aftermath that she's retired, she decided to do it. Now I ask you for the third time. What are you saying?
It all started in Jantar Mantar.
Okay.
Because she got the success in Jantar Mantar, because she got what she wanted. WFI was disbanded, Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh was expelled, and sometimes you have to take into account what even the devil
So
is
if she
saying.
got what she wanted, then why did she have to continue in that?
She has
If she got everything, why was she still upset? Well, if she got everything, why was she still, not practicing and working or fighting towards?
There is
Brij
no
Bhushan?
end to greed. There is no end to greed, there is no end to desire.
See, according to me, I don't think this is a planned move at all. See, things obviously, started in Jantar Mantar when there were protests. As Siddharth rightly mentioned, WFI was disbanded, Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh was expelled, and all these things happened. But the point is that I think one of the setbacks, I'll just, get to the point after I mention, a couple of important things here. So obviously things, she became more desperate to basically silence all the critics, or at the very same time, basically, reach a point wherein she would want some kind of redemption after what had transpired in those protests. That couldn't happen in the Asian Games, I think, when she suffered a knee injury. Then at Olympics, she came very close to winning a medal, and there also what it is basically about is that she could not actually achieve anything. Like, despite becoming, nations, you can say that people were talking about, oh yes, she missed medal by this much, or had, weight been less, been completely 50 kg, not 100 grams more, things could have been different. Then it would have been a slap on all those people's face who doubted her when she was in the protests and all that. She actually achieved nothing when it comes to the medal thing in Olympics. So now, just to make sure that she has or basically she wants to win the fight that she started against WFI and Brij Bhushan Singh. That's why she has gotten into politics now, because that was the only way to get into it. Because to do dharna, I don't think that it would have actually reaped any kind of results. To be associated with a political party, to have some kind of a support, to have some backing, I think from that perspective, I think it's a move that she took, but it's a move that she made. But then, how did she make that move, or where did all of this come from? It didn't start in Jantar Mantar. It started after she did not win anything in Olympics.
So you're saying if she had won a medal at the Olympic Games,
things could have been different.
She would not have joined the Congress.
Probably.
Maybe she would have continued with her sporting career, maybe give it another shot. Right?
Because winning a medal in Olympics, either silver or gold, would have been a slap on all these people's face who were actually making those comments against Vinesh when she was in the protest, whether it was like WFI or Brij Bhushan or anyone for that matter. So she did not win anything, and we have to focus on this perspective.
So you're saying two things. One, that if she had won a medal, she probably wouldn't have joined politics. Two, that what she was basically looking for was a slap on the face of her detractors, people who were against her.
Yeah.
She wanted to get one back, wanted to teach them a lesson, quote unquote.
Yeah, yeah.
And because it did not come via a gold medal, she has now decided that I will teach him a lesson by competing in politics, and by an extension, not just teach Brij Bhushan a lesson, but the entire BJP, right?
Exactly.
A party that she thinks wasn't supporting her.
So that it wasn't a pre-planned move. It is more of like कि जैसे कि you know what she said in the comment also कि सड़क से हट के अब सांसद में लड़ाई करेंगे. That's what she said.
Okay, so you think that there was no political leaning that she had while she was doing those protests?
That's what at least I think.
Oh, okay. So she had no political leanings then. Okay. Then what makes you think that? Why did she do the protest in the first place?
Because she had an issue with Brij Bhushan Sharan.
That was the issue that
Now,
almost
who supported her in this entire thing? Who fanned her flames and ambition? All those leaders who were opposed to, not Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh, to the entire BJP.
Okay, valid point. I'll give you an answer to that. One, if you remember, the first part of that protest, they refused to allow any politician to come on stage.
Yes.
Okay, there were politicians from the CPIM, there were politicians from Aam Aadmi Party, there were politicians from Congress. Each of them wanted to come, whether it was for a photo op or whatever, you can blame those party politicians for that, but each of them were coming to that dharna. But I remember, because we covered that story extensively, they refused every other politician not to come on stage. They said, please do not make this political. Our fight is not Congress versus BJP or AAP versus BJP or whatever. It's about us fighting against Brij Bhushan Sharan. So you don't. It's only after their demands were met with resistance, and I'm not saying that BJP did not do enough. They may have tried to do things, and they did do things. But in their eyes, again, I'm not saying what BJP did was right or wrong, or they, let them down. I am no one to comment on that. I am saying that in their eyes, they did not get what they wanted. When they did not get what they wanted, when you become desperate, then you allow every other person to come on stage and increase that volume, increase the surround sound. That's when they tried on their own without other political guys. They said, we don't want you, please stay out of this, we'll do it ourselves. When it was the second phase, when they realized nothing happened, then they said, okay, come amplify our sound, because now we need more and more. Because if you remember, earlier even the media was kind of supporting them, even the media side going against them. Yep. They reached a desperate situation where they were getting support from anywhere, whether it was now from an opposition party, whatever, they took it. This is restless point of view. If I was to give you the party's point of view, that's what all political parties do. They wait for an opportunity where anybody, whether it's a wrestler or a government employee or some retired Fauji, whenever they do dharna, whatever the thing is, the opposition party will always come and support, because they need mudda, they need issues to. So I cannot again blame opposition party, because that's their job. If you take it down to the time where you had the Anna Hazare Kejriwal movement, that also was serving the purpose of BJP. It was, because they were against the Congress, which they thought was corrupt. So again, from both point of view, I don't think, and in that sense I agree with Siddharth, that I don't think they had always thought of joining politics. Exactly. When they started their protests and they were protesting, they did not want to get into politics. It's just that when they stopped getting any support, they allowed all party people to come. And I don't think even at that time, she had decided to contest for election. I don't think she wanted to.
See, I'll tell you one thing, Siddharth. If she wanted to join politics based on the Jantar Mantar protest that happened last year, then why would she have even thought of competing in Olympics this time? My only point is that she could have decided to take retirement at that point only. At the very same time, she was injured for the Asian Games also. She did not compete there. Why would she even want to compete in the Olympics in the first place? Let me just finish. Let me just give you one more point. She could have taken retirement at that point only. So a political career could have begun at that point too. What she probably wanted to do was that let's just give it one final shot, one full shot in the ring now, and if I win a medal, or if I can somehow win a gold medal there, it's going to be a slap on the face of all those people who doubted me, or who wrote those bad things about me, or obviously gave those bad statements. So any which way, she wanted to answer the question from on the field. on the mat. It did not happen. So now she probably wants to take a route which obviously has more power, more support, and it's probably going to be through more power only that she might be able to do she might be able to get one up over WFI and Brijbhushan Singh.
Okay. This current situation reminds me of an employee who's got 2 offer letters. Okay.
What is the second offer letter in this case?
First offer letter was, okay, I've got my wrestling thing, I'll give one last shot. That's according to your rationale.
Yeah.
Agar wo kaam nahi karta hai, okay, I've got a second offer letter that I've got, I'll take that. That was laid in January.
But I don't think she must have thought from that perspective.
She did.
I don't know. I'm not sure that she knew that she will have an offer letter. See, heart of heart, by the way politics are going, majority of sports people, that could be anybody, forget Vinesh Phogat, any sports person of repute, they also know whether it's a cricketer, whether it's a known Olympian, and once they retire, they have a good chance at politics if they want to contest. But that's a separate thing. Anybody could. Like today, if I was to say, I'm just saying hypothetically, if tomorrow, if MS Dhoni has think he will get a ticket, if he wants to, but he's not a political animal, he's not doing anything. If tomorrow Neeraj Chopra, when he retires, wants to, he'll definitely get it.
Yes.
So I'm saying, this is something that she had on her mind, a different thing. But I don't think that she went to the Olympics thinking that, if I cannot, answer my critics through the sport, I am going to join the politics. I think this decision about politics, see again, I was there in Paris trying to get a statement out of her, did see her a couple of times. She had no inclination what's going to happen. Her retirement also, she took days to come up with it. When she came down here as well, she took days to understand. Yes, you can blame the Congress here for doing chance pe dance. Or you don't, or you're not. But as I said, that every political party, what they did is that there were signs that when she landed, there was a Dipinder Hooda who picked her up from the airport and then took him there, and then Rahul Gandhi went and met her, of course, to convince her, whatever. The thing is that they saw a person who's vulnerable. Okay, Haryana elections are coming. She is now a known face, forget in Haryana or all of India. That's your chance to get a person. That's what every political party does.
Exactly.
So they approached her. I don't think in her mind, while she was doing the protests here, while she was competing at the Paris Olympics, while she even lost at the Paris Olympics, did she have any inclination that she'll join? Yes, future, as I said, every athlete somewhere down their mind, they know that is an option I can always explore. I'm a known enough face to get a ticket. That's another thing. But it's not being driven by...
But again, see, when she went on the protest, you know that in India, it is extreme. It lasts for days. It hardly yields a result or it yields a result. In that interim, your immediate future is destroyed. It happened with Vinesh. She had time off the mat, she couldn't practice.
But in hindsight, if I say she was good enough to win a gold, if it wasn't for
or
that,
at least a silver.
she was good in.
Okay, now look at the impact of the Jantar Mantar protest. What happened in the ad hoc committee? What happened in the Patiala trials that happened? She got her wish. She arm twisted, totally molded the WFI, the power that it came after Jantar Mantar, knowing fully well the influence that she can exert. She participated in 2 weight categories. By that logic, she should have been disqualified, but no, WFI were too timid. Realizing the power that she had gotten from Jantar Mantar and with all the political support that had come in the second phase, okay, she's saying now that, okay, when we were dragged out on the streets, but even that was planned. You can't march to the parliament on Independence Day holding the flag and just doing this. It was for political sympathy that you got out of it. It was the ultimate political opportune moment.
As I said, people will look at differently. Whether the BJP did enough or not is a argument that you can have, and people can have different opinions, and that's different. Whether she was to be caught that time because you can't walk to the parliament, all of those facts are there. But my point is that, see, we are looking at it from it's exactly like the case that happened with her at the Olympics. If you look at it dispassionately, the qualification was correct. There's a rule, you did not comply by that rule. But if you look at it with compassion, right, if you look at it with some sort of humane angle in that, right? You will realize that and which the judge also accepted, that these are rather what was the word that she used? Not archaic, but she used the word about these laws that need to be looked at. That basically to say that these are not, laws that are fine for an athlete. These are archaic, old laws that need to be changed. So it's exactly like that what happened in Parliament. If you look at it dispassionately, then yes, walking, the rule says you cannot walk to the Parliament. So, but the other way of looking at it, that's why when you look at it compassion, and I think that's exactly what the wrestlers expected, that we are wrestlers, we are India international players, right? We have an issue and we are marching. Yes, you could hold us back or whatever, but there could have been a way that we could have been treated while you didn't. For example, I'll give an example. Like a lot of times, let's say tomorrow you could have some parliamentarians walk towards the parliament as a dharna, right? And even they are not allowed technically. But because they are big netas, some of them can be big netas, they'll also be stopped by the cops. But will they be dragged like that? They will not be. That's what my point is. Tomorrow, let's say Bollywood has an issue with some tax and they have an issue, they start walking, doing a dharna. First they do in Jantar Mantar, it doesn't happen. Now they try to walk to the parliament. You'll stop them. The cops will stop them also. I agree, Guru. But the way you
would they ever do a dharna? They would rather
have I'm giving a hypothetical scenario, but I'm saying these are people of repute and how you will treat them.
I get
so if this is a person, they look at it from their point of view. And just to add on to that, a person, see, I don't think she had political allegiances before that, because a lot of people are saying, pehle se she was Congress. I don't think she did to begin with. In fact, her family is all BJP, right?
Correct.
I think what happens is when you see, all of us have political allegiances. How do the political allegiances come? Because of personal experience, right? Your scooter got stolen in somebody's Raj, you start hating that party.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Personal experience.
Yep.
Right. He stays in a village where there were some riots during some party. He hates that party.
Or maybe you have read something
this
good
I'm telling you
about
factual
that party.
thing. I'm telling you factual things. So this happened. Similarly, her political thing will come based on her own experiences. Now, we are looking at it from a third point of view. There can be arguments saying no, and you could argue very rightly that BJP, I think, did enough. They asked Brij Bhushan Sharan to go, they ordered an inquiry, they put an ad hoc committee, sports minister stepped in, prime minister, all of that. You can look at it that way. Or you could look at it from their point of view. I'm not saying they are right or wrong, but in their eyes, they were not given justice. In their eyes, what you did was you simply removed a Brij Bhushan and allowed his son you gave his son a BJP ticket. In their eyes, it's wrong, right? It's just a proxy. In their eyes, Sanjay Singh, who was a proxy, was allowed to come in. So you have not done enough. So their fight. So what happens? Even if you don't have an allegiance, you start developing hatred for a party because things that you are demanding are not coming through. Then there can be those who can argue that no, I think the government did enough. So all I'm saying is that these things were not pre-planned. It's the experiences that she went through, then went to the Olympics, came back. Congress did chance pe dance. She is also now in a position where she's retired. And also, one more thing. What is politics for? Why does anyone join politics? You join politics, it's a social service, right? You want to do social service. You either want to, improve the society, or you want to improve the country, or various other aims. She has a reason to fight. She has been fighting on that. And if you want to further that cause that you have been fighting for and have been stonewalled and cannot go much further, then what better way to fight that cause than to be an elected member? Because then that allows you, if you become a lawmaker, that allows you that leeway to fight. So those things put together, she's decided.
There is a problem with considering the humane angle in sports or in these kind of situations. You don't go to sports to be humane. The survival of the fittest and the best athlete wins on that day.
But but the humane angle remains. It is the celebration of human spirit as well. That's at the core of sports. The reason we play sport is, winning medals is the third or the fourth thing. You start playing sport first as a social exercise. Why was sport brought into the society? It was a social exercise. It would allow you to engage, teamwork, various other things. And it is that is the essence of sport. Yes, of course, then you started looking for excellence and then the best person. But to say that you do not have a humane angle in sport, that I think is a flaw.
In the case of this particular incident, I can't look at a humane angle for one simple reason. The expectation also that Vinesh should have gotten the medal for what? For her own fault. Where in sport do you get a joint silver? First, that demand itself was the trigger point. Okay.
You have joint bronze.
But you have it because it's specified. You don't get joint silver. Repechage. That's why there are 2 repechage rounds.
No, but that's a different argument, Siddharth. We here on Sports Today called it. When the decision came out, we said it is what it is.
Yes.
They've upheld the laws.
Exactly. But wasn't there a huge trend by the other school of thought which said, oh, give Vinesh a silver, there's conspiracy theories.
But there was also a point which I pointed out, judge in her own report said that these laws will need to be looked at. Yes. There are certain flaws in the laws. But me as a judge who lives by laws and rules, I cannot overrule that. Yeah. Though personally in my capacity, she took a humane angle to it, which is why it got delayed. Yes. She took a humane angle saying that, see, what you're pointing out is a bit unfair. That she does this, she competes in 50, reaches the final, next day if she cannot, there is a problem with that. She accepts it. But she says, because it's already spelled out, I cannot change that. Yeah. I cannot change that. But there is a humane angle.
But again, why did this humane angle come up? There have been so many other athletes who have fallen foul to it. Why only Vinesh? That's my problem. Which is why I mentioned, if you had given the silver to her, she already had a backup plan. This was only a bonus that she was getting if she was getting the silver.
I don't think, politics was ever a backup plan, to be honest.
It was.
No. I don't think it can. See,
the veracity and the timeline of it ensured that she had a plan.
No, not at all. I just given you
not happening.
Multiple arguments.
She wanted to fight it out on the mat. If she wins a medal, it's going to be a slap on the face of all those people we have mentioned here. Okay, but she didn't win.
So that's one thing that I don't agree. That while I agree that she did not have it pre-planned, she decided.
Yeah, exactly.
But her participating in the Olympics is not an indication that she did not have a plan to be in politics. All I'm saying is that you could have had a plan to be in politics and yet competed in the Olympics, knowing fully well that this is my last Olympics and I'll do it. I'm just saying that's possible. Not to say that Vinesh did that.
Absolutely.
But I'm saying that's just possible.
But that was never the thing that, okay, whatever happens in Olympics, I'm going to join politics. That wasn't really the case. Like Nikhil said, it could have been a thought, okay, I can think of joining politics. That's a different thing now. But it wasn't really a pre-planned
But that's not with Vinesh. Yeah. Every sports person today knows, heart of heart, they will know that now I've reached a certain status in society. If tomorrow I want to fight an election, and looking at the way tickets are being doled out by all parties, not specific to one, all parties to era, gera, nathu gera, everyone who's like from singers to anyone, they have no political actors, everyone's getting tickets. Even sports people know that tomorrow if I want, there will be, if not X, Y, Z, some party, so definitely will give that. That they know. But then that is for everyone. Vinesh also would have known just like X, Y, Z, everyone that they can. But I don't think till the Paris Olympics, she had any thought or planning as to join politics.
Exactly.
So anyone who says that her protest was driven by politics, anyone who says that protest was just her warming up and setting the stage for her becoming a politician, I do not agree. It has helped her. It has helped her because that just gave her, that brought her into the lights of the opposition party, where there's like, this is the one we can have. But I don't think that's the intention she fought with.
See, Jantar Mantar phase 2, that was the launch pad. Because there is no end to demands. No? Demand.
No, they only, what are the multiple demands? They said just get rid of Brij Bhushan Shah. No, but see, that's what I'm saying. They are saying that he is playing you. He is actually playing you by, okay, you asked me to go, he still will be, the power still remains in his house, his son will fight, you all know who's going to run. The power still remains with him at WFI. His closest confidant has been made. That was their issue. They said free the association of him because of the things that he's done to us. That was that.
Anyway, see, what Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh said sticks now, and what he said at that time was prophetic. The political clout will now shift to Haryana. It is a Haryana-UP battle in the WFI at this point in time. Now, these guys will make
so you're saying this is beyond
wrestling.
This is the national politics playing out.
National. Because
I'll tell you, I know what I have a slight problem with that as well. People, think people, especially who with a political inclination, they think everything that happens in sport happens via politics, and I'll tell you why I'm saying that. Because when this entire Vinesh thing was happening, there were people that were saying, "Ye to janbooch ke BJP is getting it done. They're jeopardizing her thing," and I just want to tell those people also. I think the BJP and the ruling dispensation have far more important things to look at than to jeopardize Vinesh Phogat's this. I will also say that no matter what kind of criticism that came towards them, I know because I covered it, I think the government, despite the fact that Vinesh wasn't really, very kind to them, they still pushed for her to get that medal.
Yes.
The IOA, the Sports Authority of India, all of them worked towards Vinesh getting that medal.
True.
So the politics aside, and whatever people may think, and people allege all kinds of things, this is why I say people think that everything that is happening in sports, uspe bhi politics hai. Nahi bhai. You have to realize that your powers end somewhere. And the disqualification also, people say it jeopardizes uska weighing machine change kar diya hoga. They did. Boss, there is nothing like that. Both counts. I will say people who are anti-government saying कि उन्होंने फंसाया इसको, they are wrong. They do not have the powers to do that. I spoke to people who were at the weighing in. Nothing of that sort, even remotely, is possible.
Yes.
Nothing was that. She simply didn't make the weight. And then there are those that were ready to credit the government, just as one that were discrediting them by saying they fixed it. There were the other extreme who were crediting the government कि they are so powerful, they'll get her the medal also. They will do. Even they are wrong. So all I'm trying to say is that somewhere, take the politics out of sport in that sense. Don't think that it's not like fixing a road in India or building a flyover. Somewhere your political powers cease to exist. And in Vinesh's case at the Olympics, there was no political
undertones or overtones by any stretch of the
imagination. Neither in favor of her, neither against her. So all conspiracy theorists, sorry to burst a bubble.
Exactly. So that is why. My thing was on the Brij Bhushan tussle that was there. Haryana versus UP. So that was the grander scheme of things which you're now seeing in October 2024, it's going to happen. By the way, these two, Bajrang and Vinesh, have gotten the tickets. Now, where will they contest from? I think we also know that. I think she will contest.
Charki Dadri,
I think,
that's where Babita contested from.
Yes. It is going to be a Phogat versus Phogat contest this time.
By the way, the politics aside, whatever I'm reading, I'm not a political reporter, but BJP are in for a tough time in Haryana. At least that's what the surveys say.
Well, they are facing 10 years of
anti-incumbency. Correct.
Because, and the JJP-BJP alliance also has been...
So I was saying that Congress did chance pe dance by getting her. Can I say it the other way around? They also saw that this is the right time to join Congress because they are destined to win there. So they also did that.
Congress alone can't win. That's why they have to ensure that they get new faces in, and they have to have alliances with a lot of other parties in that sense. So that is why
with AAP, I think.
And if Vinesh wants to show her dominance also, or maybe she wants to be in power to make sure that she goes one up over maybe BJP or the WFI, she also needs some kind of backing or power. So basically, it's a case of dono ka munafa.
Exactly. So that is why, see, it worked out fine for her. Yes, she didn't get the medal, so that one bonus is gone. But the groundwork was laid. I mean, when did the Paris fiasco happen? 8th September, if you have to look at it. 7th, 8th September. She came back to India when?
August.
And when did she come back to India? August
13th.
When has the decision been made? On September 6th.
No, she came on the
13th.
No, she came
2 days before Independence Day.
No, she came 16th.
16th,
yeah.
So 15 plus 5. In 20 days, she's made the decision.
And the decision basically was made on August 14th, if I'm not wrong.
Or what?
The CAS verdict.
The CAS verdict, yeah.
So she returned on the 16th.
Yeah.
She had some time and then she's been giving interviews. By the way, she even went to the farmers' protest in Shambhu. So that is why the groundwork was already laid after phase 2 Jantar Mantar.
Okay.
And it worked for her in the WFI. She got the trials done in Patiala by participating in 2 weight categories. So now when you look at it, yes, I have the power. Why don't I increase it any further? And that's the next step.
Okay, let's see what some of our subscribers are saying. Okay, Tanmay Joshi says, why so many questions on Vinesh and on questions on anti-social elements like Brij Bhushan contesting elections? Tanmay, that's a good point, but Brij Bhushan is not now contesting, right? His son was given the ticket by the BJP. So that's but that's the entire fight. Aisha says, calling hardworking athletes greedy on national space is not good. Have seen this name calling for cricketers also. It's not a good practice. Who called?
I mean, see, when I demands, there's no end to greed, na? That's what I had meant. But Aisha, what is wrong?
Yeah, to be fair to Siddharth, he was not calling them greedy for money or post. He was saying that they wanted one thing, Brij Bhushan removed. They removed Brij Bhushan, but then their demands kept increasing. I think he said it.
That
in
is the way. Nothing to do with all these kind of things of monetary things or all that time. So that's the thing.
Yeah. Sarat Chandra says, Nikhil sir, at the end she chose herself over country. She has some career left, but she chose herself. I don't think she would be doing anything in politics. So, it's not really easy. See, if you, to look at the sporting angle, if you ask me as a sports journalist, I would have wanted her to continue and with sports and give it a chance. But I mean, technically, she can still compete. There is no rule that says that you can't be an active sports person and a politician. So technically, if she fights the election, if she loses, that's another matter. If she wins also, she's serving the people, she can still train and she'll have to go through the whole process of qualification, various other things. But if she's good enough, if she's the best in the country, she can technically still participate in the next Olympic Games. Whether she decides to do that or not, that's a question only she can answer. What I can say is that it becomes tough. You cannot really serve the people and your constituency and train for being the sports person. So that is an issue, but I guess that's something that she'll decide. But if you ask me personally, I would have wanted her to, if she wanted to join also, maybe delay it for her, because I think she's 34, even though it's an outside chance. We saw a 41-year-old win a gold medal. So it was a shot, why not? Take that one shot. If not, then she has the rest of her life to join politics. Why not?
Well, but better late than never. She's riding on the wave, so I think she timed.
Iron is hot.
Iron is hot. Yes.
Loha garam hai.
Loha garam hai.
Okay, Iga Swetek fan has a comment. The funniest thing was a certain section of anti-government people who made conspiracy theories for Vinesh Phogat were completely silent on Amit Rohidas's unfair red card. Okay, he's talking about the hockey match there. I knew Congress supporters are behind it.
Do not take the whole question. Okay. We don't want to get into the who is behind who that. But I will just tell you about, the Amit Rohidas red card was a sporting incident.
Exactly.
And no government had anything to do with it. And ditto for Vinesh Phogat. That's what I'm trying to say. That let's not get politics everywhere. I'll give you a story just to let you know. We think politics, it's only in India where we give politicians so much importance. I was in Rio and our sports minister, I won't say the name, but you will figure out, you can Google it, you'll find out. Our sports minister lands in Rio. He uses it as a social media opportunity and wants to meet the players. So in boxing, when the boxer would finish the fight, he would be coming even before he reaches the mix zone, he would take selfies with them. Anyway, boxing, nobody stopped because that selfie was a few. So the same gentleman, after one of India's hockey match got over, whistle was blown, he walked onto the field to congratulate the players. India would have won. It was a league match. Congratulate the players. Now, why did he do that? Because in India, it's okay. Netaji chief guest hote. Sports match ke. Any match. As soon as he can walk into the dressing room. Dhanraj Pillai once told me that one Neta had walked into their dressing room once and actually told the players what they should be doing and how they should be playing because they were trailing in half time. So when this Neta came and actually he told me, Nikhil bhai, उन्होंने मेरे को hockey पकड़ के बताया कि ये करना था. So this is nothing. So our sports minister sir walked in and not only he, his entourage also, they keep 5-6 people, they all walked in. And then they were later issued a letter, which obviously not to him, IOA got a letter saying to the IOA chef de mission that XYZ person from your country, I believe he's your minister, whatever, walked onto the field, let this be the last warning. Next time we see that, we will take that accreditation. He must have been given an accreditation. We take that accreditation away. Now I was talking to the people there, and they were like, now how do I explain to a minister, ki, sir, this is not India. You can't, because here the privilege is there, no? For me. That's why I think people think everywhere politicians can do everything. Maybe in India, jugaad ho jata hai, idhar ka hoga. Globally it doesn't happen, sir, no matter who you are.
Correct. So, Mijit Ramaswamy is asking, what's wrong of her to join politics? No one is saying that it is wrong. I mean, she's joined politics.
Not at all.
Great. It's great, but then the plan, I mean, as I said in Hindi, Mansuba.
Oh.
It's not Mansuba, it's Urdu.
Acha, Mansuba is Urdu. Okay.
Is it Maqsad?
Maqsad. Asli Mansuba, Asli Maqsad kya hai? That is the thing. Maqsad, Niyat, that is what it is.
Oh my God.
Yeah, but her decision to join politics is great. That's the thing that
Not great. I'm saying to each his own.
Yeah, to each
Joining politics is like maybe great for you, not great for me, but up to you. Some people will never, they'll say, no boss, this is not for me. I don't want to be. Some people learn the hard way. The great Amitabh Bachchan contested and after that got hold of his ears and said, iske baad never again. No matter what happens, I will never contest.
The 80s.
Yeah, so people have different...
imagine from the high popularity of the 80s, he struggled for nearly a decade because of that.
Yep. Okay, Sham Badujar is saying, so it confirms that Vinesh Phogat is not going to Olympic as a medalist in the future. As a sports fan, I want to see her standing on the podium at Olympics. Sham, I just explained, technically she can still compete. Nothing stops her. There is no rule that says, the only rule is that you cannot be a government servant and be in politics. So if you are working in any government, let's say you are in the army or you're in the railways or any of these, you can't be an employee there and contest. If you are so many politicians who so many businessmen who contest in politics. There are doctors who are doctors but are also politicians. So in every profession you can do it, so that you are in the private industry, you can, as a sports person also you can.
Which is why if you look at it, she resigned from the railway board.
Correct.
Today, because you have to first resign from there and then you can enter into politics.
Yeah. Rajendra Vandare says Jadeja's wife was a BJP. No, she's not. She's a MLA, current MLA from BJP. In fact, Ravindra Jadeja joined the BJP yesterday, but he's joined as a member. He's not contesting election. But by the way, anybody can join as a member of the party. Siddharth can, I can, Siddharth here can. All you need to do is just log on. I think it's a very easy process. Somewhere you just have to call also, I believe. You become a member of the party. That's all. So you will only get the mails and WhatsApp messages or what the party is doing. Just be a member. That doesn't mean that you are fighting an election or whatever.
Vinesh and Bajrang will fight elections, not Ravindra Jadeja. That's the difference.
Sanidhya Mahavar says, it's so weird that yesterday Jadeja joined the BJP with no hype, but today people are criticizing her for Congress. Is it hypocrisy? No. Again, the difference here, Sanidhya, is that, by the way, we covered both. We covered as a sports platform, Jadeja joining the BJP and her joining the Congress. I think the two major differences here are, one, as I said, Jadeja has just joined as an ordinary member. That anyone, Saina Nehwal is also a member of the BJP, by the way. She's not contesting an election, just a member of the BJP. That's one. Whereas in this case, Vinesh is going to be fighting on a party ticket. So that is a different thing. Secondly, there was no politics associated with Jadeja leading up to this. The whole aspect of Vinesh Phogat, those protests and her dividing opinion at that time only between Congress, BJP, people saying she's a Congress stooge, somebody saying no, she's the... All of that is just added to that news. That's the
closest is Gautam Gambhir. He was an MP. From East Delhi, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yes, but he had joined after retirement.
He joined well after retirement.
Yes.
Yep. Okay.
The only active cricketer who joined politics, was it Tiger? No.
Active cricketer? No.
Who joined politics?
No, Manoj Tiwari.
No, but international cricket.
But I don't think Tiger Pataudi was playing when he was in politics. No, he had retired.
I think Manoj Tiwari is the
only Manoj Tiwari.
Manoj Tiwari. No, also
I only talk about India. We know that
No,
Bangladesh.
Lakshmi Ratan Shukla, was he still? I don't think he had retired, or maybe he had
He
retired.
had.
No, he had retired after. Well, he joined after he had retired.
After he
yes,
retired.
yes.
See, we know Shakib in Bangladesh, active cricketer, but in
Yeah,
politics.
yeah.
But in India, I don't think.
Even
that-
Manoj
Mashrafe
Tiwari.
Mortaza also. I think he was an active cricketer when he joined.
He was.
Maybe,
Awami
yes.
League, yeah.
Yeah.
But not in the 70s, 80s, no one.
Not active, post, yeah.
Bishan, sir, no.
No.
Never.
Even Kirti Azad was after
After that.
Yeah.
But in fact, Kirti, in his case, he came from a political family. His father was, I think, the chief minister of Bihar, if I'm not mistaken. So he came from a big political. Or was he the home minister? He was definitely a union minister in the government. His father, I think he may have been the home minister. I'll still check.
Yeah.
Kirti Azad's father.
Maybe Sachin, but he was a Rajya Sabha MP.
Yeah, no, that's not the same.
That's not the same. Yeah.
Well, so was MC Mary Kom. While she was
Under 2016, she participated. Yes.
Yeah. Okay, Sarat Chandra wants to know his thoughts on today's Duleep Trophy and Shreyas Ghal. We've done a video.
Please check out both the videos that we have done, India A versus B, India C versus D. We have done it before the dugout. You can check that out. Yep.
Yeah. Any more questions?
He was the Kirti Azad's father was the chief minister of Bihar, Bhagwat Jah Azad. Yeah.
And he was the his father was the
Father
Father
no home minister or chief minister.
Chief Minister of Bihar from 88 till 89.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ashok Dinda.
Mednipur. Did he fight?
I don't know. I really don't know.
We'll check.
Yeah.
We'll check. Yusuf Pathan is now one also, but obviously after retirement.
After retirement.
But he's an active Legends League cricketer.
Yes. Does that count?
Okay, Priyanshu says, beat any party, these sports people, celebrities just win on their popularity. Don't do much and leave after some time. That I will have to agree with Priyanshu. I have not seen a lot of sports people really get, but there are exceptions. Like for example, I know Navjot Sidhu did well. He won 2 terms.
Yeah.
He would have probably won the 3rd time also, but he wasn't given a ticket by the BJP. That's why he left. So there are certain, even in that sense, Kirti Azad has gone full time into politics. You may agree, disagree with his politics. That's I'm not getting it, but I'm saying he wasn't a casual politician.
Yeah.
He's become a full time politician. To an extent, Chetan Chauhan also kind of became a full time politician.
Even Mohammad Azharuddin.
Azhar, yeah, but I don't know how available he was for, because he won in UP. I remember Moradabad or somewhere he fought from, won, and then he was totally absent throughout. So that same casual approach. Yeah.
Yes.
Arshad Ayub, no, I think no. He did not wasn't a part of I think politics. No, Arshad Ayub.
Arshad Ayub?
No, I don't think so.
Yep.
Deepu says if she decides earlier or later after Olympic, it doesn't matter. The matter is she felt humiliated. The master stroke played by INC. BJP only spoke and no action. India needs a strong opposition party. Deepu, that's your opinion. Thank you for your opinion. Unfortunately, we cannot join in on that opinion.
Exactly.
We remain apolitical in our discussion.
Exactly.
Or at least try to be apolitical.
Tejasvi Yadav. He was IPL player too.
No, but he hadn't joined. I think he had retired by
He had retired.
Yeah, he had retired by then.
Yes.
Aman Kumar Maji says, thoughts on Rahul Dravid joining the RR team? We did discuss that 2 days ago.
Yep.
And we've done more videos on that. Do check that out. We've done a lot of videos. Abhay Chauhan, I think, makes a good point. Gambhir was best. He was doing a good job. I hear that too, that he was doing a decent job.
Yes.
Then Gambhir might be replaced by a Sri Lankan at KKR. If he's talking about
He's talking
KKR.
about
Politics.
as a politician.
Okay. I thought that he's talking about KKR.
No.
Okay.
Shashwat. No.
Aneet Sadhu, yes, we know that he's a TMC MP now from Durgapur. Yeah, Kirti Azad, yes.
Manoj is still the sports minister for the TMC?
I think so, he is, yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yep.
Okay, on that note, we'll take one more. Harman Singh Walia says, sir, if Brijbhushan Singh Sharan belongs to Congress, then they would have joined Congress. I don't know. Do you think so? No. I don't think they would have joined the Congress. Then I think they would have joined the BJP. Because I still firmly believe their fight was not party specific. They were a fight against an individual. He happened to be in the BJP, I think. And then it just added to their cause, or at least their anger, that they felt that the ruling dispensation did not do enough. again, as I said, that's their opinion. I'm not saying that the ruling dispensation did not do enough or did enough, because you can look at it both ways. They also had a few compulsions, they could not go beyond that. So that's another debate, but I'm saying from their point of view, they thought that they did not get justice, so that's why.
Correct. Yes. So, it has been a look at it. I mean, we have got the visuals also of them joining the Congress.
Yeah.
It's going to be a very interesting Haryana elections. October 5th onwards, one phase, and then it's part of a big election season that we are coming up with. J&K, Haryana, huge.
Okay then, on that note.
Okay, so on that note from
Anything
me,
you want to say about anything under the sun?
We silence.
Food was bad, good, something else, somebody troubled you, didn't come on time, any issues want to share with our viewers?
Nothing.
Anything?
You can check
You got
out.
stuck in traffic.
The man in yellow always troubles me.
Oh no, I mean today, I just figured out that there's one stretch of road which is non-existent and I had to ride as if I was on a sand dune, something on a camel. And when I was going to the Shahid Vijay Pratik Stadium.
Greater Noida.
Yeah. Oh.
Though I'm surprised, Greater Noida used to have the best infrastructure.
Now there's 100 meter stretch of road which is non-existent, disputed land apparently. So no construction can be done there.
But usually I hear Greater Noida has great
it looks better.
So it's very planned.
Yes. So because of the rain today, no practice. With the Black Caps wanted to practice.
Will the test start tomorrow?
The test is
Monday.
Oh, Monday?
9th September.
Oh, I don't know why I thought it was starting Sunday, no?
Monday.
Weird time to start a test match. Should start it today, ideally.
And it's not a part of the World Test
Friday,
Championship
Saturday,
cycle.
Sunday.
Yeah.
Monday, Tuesday, it's a total weekday job. Monday to Friday, 9 to 6. That's it. Weekend off. Chalo then. So from me, Nikhil and Sid Gulati, it is bye-bye, good night, nandri, vanakkam, shabba khair. Please like our videos, share and subscribe to Sports Today. Eat your vegetables.
It means a lot to us.
It means
seriously.
A lot, yes.
Put in the effort, and if you show your love, it really means to us.
Indeed. So, eat your vegetables and don't trouble your mother.
Your mother.